you're all super well and welcome. I'm doing this live because I always only ever do my readings in one take, so I thought, why not do them live? This is either a good thing or a bad thing, so we'll just see how it goes. If you're watching live by any chance, then do say hey, hi and hello. Do love to hear from you. If you're watching me for the first time, my name is Bella. Most people know me as Bella the Secret Psychic. I do all of my monthly horoscope readings with the help of my spirit guides because I'm a psychic. That's how I do all of my work. So if you'd like to know more about that or like a private reading, links are down below, as you all should know by now. So, how is your month going to go? Because you know, most of you, I like to just jump straight in there. Interestingly, two things have come out before I channeled when I was doing your reading. So my guides are singing, which I do like to do sometimes, and they are singing the song Somewhere Over the Rainbow. I'll get to the reason why they're singing that in a minute. The other thing is they keep bringing up a ton of references towards shells, like seashells. This can be many things. So this can be, for those of you, in particular if you're Gemini, watch for references around your love life, meeting new people, or having special encounters in seaside areas that are particularly shell based or shelly sand. But also, if you are named Shell or have Shell in your surname, or somebody connected to you has Shell in it, Michelle, or Shelley or Shelby or something like that, also please take notes as well. But there is a lot of references to shells, which I feel compelled to tell people even in this quite general reading, because it feels to me it will have some relevance. And also they're using a lot of shell metaphors in relation to the song Somewhere Over the Rainbow. So let's clarify what it is they're talking about, and as we look at this week by week. So my guides are saying here, as you start the beginning of the month, this week, as I'm doing this on the 1st of May, they're saying a lot of you Geminis, which is very unlike you, need to come out of your shell, basically. They're saying here, like the song, how do you get to the other side of the rainbow? How do you get to the good stuff if you are hibernating, basically, if you are hiding away, if you are inwardly doing things, if you are hiding in your shell? They want you to come out of your shell. They want you to be seen. They want you to be to stop internalizing things when it comes to romance, and to start to speak out. Now, some of you, my guides are saying here, feel like if you do start to speak, that, like there's some of you that's saying here, I'm just fed up with negativity. I'm fed up of riding this kind of low wave that perhaps you might have experienced through the retrograde. And so my guides appreciate that, but they're saying here it's holding you back. And so this is why they want you to come out of your shell, because what is normally at the end of a rainbow is a pot of gold. So if you don't start to take this journey and start to have a different perspective, a different point of view when it comes to your love life, you're not going to get that pot of gold. So they are saying here that to be noticed, you have to come out of your shell. Now, this can be done in many different ways. It could be that you just have to speak up. It might mean you have to go out. It might mean you have to almost push yourself to reconnect with somebody, to engage with your relationship, to reach out to somebody yourself, to maybe publicly put yourself in a forum, like to make people aware that you are available. Basically, if you're single, you have to put yourself on the stage. You have to come out of your shell, basically, because it can't be done otherwise. If things are procrastinating and not going the way that you wish them to be, my guides are saying here, is because there's an element that you need to say or do something. Okay, so that could also include that perhaps you've been waiting for somebody else to fix something or to make the relationship go better. But it's that old saying, isn't it? It takes two to tango, and it can't be done if you are internalizing things and you're not engaging in a relationship. Albeit, my guides are saying here, you might not be engaging because of the way that you are feeling about relationships in general, that you can't be bothered a little bit. Be bothered, because there's a pot of gold coming your way. All right, this is why they're saying this with love to you. So they're just saying here, there's a couple of things, a few things actually. They're being very detailed about things going on for Geminis. So they're saying here there's a couple of people, so for example, there's a couple of people that need to come out of their shell about wanting to have a baby, and they're not been saying that, don't want to expand their family, and you need to start saying something about it, because it will be a yes. I'm also getting here that some of you want to come out of your shell about actually speaking your emotions. Some of you are worried about you speaking your emotions because you feel like it might flow out of you, that you might either get angry or you might just start crying and never stop. They're saying better out than in, and again, you'll be rewarded. There's a pot of gold, so don't be afraid of what it is you need to to come out of your shell about, that you need to come out of being quiet about and move things forward. They're saying here some of you need to tell the truth about things that perhaps you've been doing you shouldn't be doing, Geminis. So for those of you where that applies, also they're saying here you need to tell the truth. So if you've been seeing more than one person, you need to tell both those people where the lay of the land is, which heart belongs to you, and to take that direction, because there is a pot of gold if you do that as well for you. It will not be disastrous. The truth needs to also come out. When you do this kind of coming out aspect, you come out of your shell, things move along so much more better than you expect them to. I get to hear yeses to things. I get people understanding. I get to hear that you free yourself. I get you free others, depending on your personal circumstances. I just get lots of references to new beginnings, new starts. I also get to hear, even if it means you coming out because you want to come out, in whatever sense of the word that means for you, even in a sexual nature, they're just saying here, come out of your shell, because it will not be met with what you think. There's a pot of gold at the end of it. Now, the other thing they want to say here is something about when it comes to your love life, and like, because again they keep using these shell references, and you know, like when you whisper into a shell, or you listen to a shell, you can hear a whisper kind of back. What they're referring to a little bit when they're giving me this kind of metaphor is about Chinese whispers and the whispers of others. And they're saying listen carefully to what the people are whispering about you, and see and listen to what really is going on. So, for example, with your love life, if people are interfering, so if people are gossiping about you not being involved, or gossiping about your love life or your situation, don't listen to what they're saying, because what they're saying is rubbish, but listen to why they're saying that. Understand who they are, and in a way be empowered that you are not that shallow a little bit. Because there's an element of them saying you must, you know, if you let the voices of others and the words of others hinder you, either keep you inside and not coming out of your shell because of what they're telling you that you might start to believe, start to listen to the real truth. So, for example, a couple of readings I've done today, there's been some outside interference. Now, that outside interference can be other people saying, oh, well, that person's no good for you, or this, and this, or don't do it because of our religion, or whatever it is, you shouldn't do this. That look for the real reasons of why they're telling you that, because actually a lot of what they're saying, it tells you a lot about themselves and not necessarily about the truth of the situation. You need to, don't compound your own withdrawal with other people helping you to stay there, is the overall thing that I'm getting, Geminis. When you can speak the truth, come out of your shell, I get here that it's not just in this month, as you ride into the next couple of months, you get so many gains from it. You get empowerment, you get the love you deserve. So again, if you're in a long-term relationship, you speaking out means it helps the relationship get better. If you want to be, you want to share with somebody your feelings, it happens for you. If you want to achieve something, you want to move in with somebody, but you've been frightened to say something about it, it happens. If you're in a three-way situation and you want to make a decision, you'll make a decision, and whatever decision you make, it happens. Do you get me? It's a little bit like that, Gemini. So, what my guides are overall trying to convey in their message, that you can either stay in your shell and you'll be protected and nobody can really, you can't get disappointed, but you know, are you entirely comfortable in that shell all by yourself? Probably not. They're saying it's time to come out of your shell. It's time to lay on that beach and get the sun in your back. It's time for good things to happen, but it can only happen if you stand in the light, basically, and be counted. And to ask. So I hope that's made sense. Do let me know. Comments are down below, guys. What is it that you needed to, you know, come out of your shell about, to be noticed, to not be shy anymore about, to say what it is that you needed and wanted? What was it? And tell me when you got it, because you will. So I've been Benna. Thank you so much for watching me. It's always a pleasure. I'll be back next month with your love horoscopes for June. And you all have a marvellous month. Take care. Bye.